on y'all. Before we start, we gonna play one more thing for y'all. Just one more thing.
You wrote this? Well, it stinks, just like you. You think you have what it takes to make it in this industry? You can't read, you can't write, you don't follow directions. An actress, maybe. A producer, a director, never. Not in my universe. Get out my office, take this, and get your out my office now, soldiers. March, march, get it out my office, march!
Another unpaid role. Another promise that was vanished. Another movie that just didn't come out.
They didn't see your value, but we do. They shut the door, and we built a bridge.
They fired you. That's cool. Now let us give you an opportunity of a lifetime. Come with us. There's no one coming to save us. That's why we're building a future for ourselves.
This isn't just a studio. It's a launch pad. The legacy in motion. We've all been overlooked, doubted. But this is where everything changes.
Real Opportunity Bridge Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit. We solve what the industry tries to avoid. That's no guidance, no mediumship. Here, we bring structure, ownership, community, real opportunity.
Love that commercial, man. Love that commercial, man. Check us out. RealOpportunityBridge.org. No, I'm sorry, Real Bridge. That's REEL Bridge.org. Check us out. Well, anyway, welcome to Against All Odds Sports Radio Show. I'm Javon, based the Legacy.
Bruce speaking with Ballard.
Man, how was your weekend, Bruce?
Man, my weekend was pretty good. The Browns
They
didn't play, so they couldn't lose.
They couldn't lose. Hey,
couldn't lose.
That's good. You know, well, you know, John, he's he probably won't be in today, but you know, salute to John. He's out there doing the work. My weekend was cool. I actually had a whole weekend off, which was surprisingly. Normally I just have a Sunday off, but it was good to have a whole weekend off and relax, watch games, and partake in my grandkids. Had one of my grandchildren had a birthday party, so
okay.
Yeah. So it was cool. See, she turned 5, man. Time flies, man.
Ooh,
Time
5.
Yeah, the big 5. The big old 5.
You start school next year?
What'd you say?
You start school next year?
Well, yeah. She'll be starting school next year. Yep. So we'll see how that go. And you know how the kids grow, man. They grow like weeds, man.
That's right. But enjoy it. Don't complain about it. Enjoy it. Days are short.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. So today, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been waiting all day to get to it. But let's talk about the Cavaliers. The good news is they did beat the Hawks 117-109.
They did.
So they bounced back. They looked good. The game before that, the 2 games before that, they looked horrible.
Yeah.
didn't know what was going on with them.
The
What do you think?
injuries, and
They still aren't
spot.
supposed to look bad though.
But when Spider's out, we just don't seem to hold it together, But I think now with developing some of these young guys around these industries, in injuries, as we can see, uh, Dylan Tyson Dylan, was it Dylan Tyson? Yeah,
Yeah,
Dylan Tyson, he's really developing. I mean, 2 games of double figures. So we've got actually a 3 and a 4 coming out of there. And Brian is trying to feel his way. Nance is also and Ball on this team. Ball's jumper's looking a little bit better.
yeah.
So we'll see when we get a full supporting squad and everybody playing their role the way they're supposed to.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, like I said before, we seen the injuries in the past with Garland. He had a toe injury or something like that where he couldn't play
Yeah.
too well. But we've seen it in the past where injuries get the best of us, and that's what kind of happened. We had 3 games that were, I feel, monumental. That we should have won. Try to play a little bit better, man. Shouldn't never be a blowout for the Boston game. In my opinion, it shouldn't have been a blowout. Toronto game, same thing. You should have played better. We had Toronto's number for a very long time, and we ended up losing to them. So we got to fix that. But the Atlanta thing was cool. We got the chance to beat Atlanta, and they're up there. They consider probably a top 5 team in the East.
Well, no Trey Young, so that's a little bit different.
Yeah, it don't matter. Injuries is injuries. We didn't have Spider, so
We had him for Atlanta.
I'm just saying on the other trip. So it's
Oh yeah. So we
can't
understand.
be
You
next
missing your
man up.
main player. Yeah. Well, Atlanta couldn't get that. Cavs didn't do it at in Toronto nor in Boston, but we have to see next time when Spider's out what we're gonna do, or Derek Garland and Spider out what we're gonna do.
Right. That's true. That's true.
It's a
Well,
long season.
Cavs versus Wizards. Prediction. Not no score, but I predict that the
Cavs,
Cavs
Cavs should
should
beat
beat
the
the Wizards.
Wizards. Cavs should beat the Wizards.
Wizards are like,
They're still young and they're developing. They're struggling, but
yeah.
you can't take them lightly. They got a lot of talent.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You can't take none of these teams lightly at this
No,
point.
no.
So do you think that the Cavs have that burden, or do they have that the pressure on them that they have to do their best in the playoffs versus the season? What do you think? Or they have to do good in both? What do you think?
I think the Cavs' pressure is the playoffs, not the season. But to play physical, tough basketball during the season because they have that reputation of playing soft basketball and then sometimes playing hard basketball. And then when the playoffs come, everybody expects the soft cap to show up, and they have done that 2 years in a row. So you blame Bickerstaff. Then they got a new coach and still problem, as we talked about with the Browns. You get rid of all these problem pieces, and you still got the same problem. So the problem's not coaching, the problem's the players. And Allen was out too. He's out now, so we're seeing a little more toughness without Allen from the Cavs, and we'll see. We need to see that toughness with Allen. And part of that hand injury is because of his lack of toughness. He needs to go in there banging people and dishing out the whipping instead of him getting beat up. Maybe he won't be so beat up.
Well, I look at it like this, and this is honest truth, because I'm a realist. So to keep it all real, we need one thing to make this team complete. And I can't think of some. I could think of different people that could fit what I'm thinking of, and I'm gonna tell you what it is.
I know you thinking.
We need a scrapper. We need a what they call that guy. We need
Hey,
somebody to get the
hey,
hand
hey,
dirty.
what's the like of a Rajal and
There
like
you
an
go.
Anderson? We know we need them trash player.
Rajal, you need a Draymond Green type
Raymond
player.
Green, yeah, them guys that getting people,
You need an
agitate people,
enforcer.
enforcer, yeah.
There you go.
Well,
You need an enforcer. We missing an enforcer, somebody who's going to do all the dirty
the
work.
dirty work, yeah. Grabbing the
Rebound,
rebounds and pushing and
pull out the
taking the
way.
charges and here, yep, yep,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
score when, but he know his main role is to get the rebounds, play that defense, and understand
Yeah,
the
to put that score underneath when he
play.
needs to, yeah.
That's it. That's all you need. And you could circle right now. I'm not a true fan of Draymond Green, but I give him his props. He's probably the example right now that I could think of in the NBA. The reason why he probably still with the Warriors is because they need,
Probably, yeah.
and he's an enforcer. He's gonna fight he's gonna fight, he's gonna scrap, he's gonna do everything possible. He's gonna get in your head, he's gonna do everything that's needed to win the game.
Yep. To
Know
throw your
his role.
balls off.
He
Yeah.
know he's a 3-point shooter and all that stuff. He know that.
No, he don't shoot a lot of threes.
Nah, he plays his role.
Play his role.
That's what we need for the Cavs. We need
That's what we
a
need.
enforcer.
We might see that out of Brian a little bit.
No, we
But,
don't need a little. We need this. We need to see a display.
well, I mean, Brian ain't that big, but he has a little toughness coming from the Pacers.
You ain't got to be big to be an enforcer. You can, as long as you got the heart. Go
Well,
in there.
we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that against the Knicks because they went out and got some big boys as well as heart. You need some heart and some size. You can have one scrappy guy. That's it, scrappy guy with heart. Not a lot of size, but he's a scrappy player. And then you need that big guy to come in, and he don't have to be big, but he just got to be muscular enough,
You got to be
like the
co-signer, man.
Birdman was. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Birdman was bigger than Ray's out, but you know he was in the weight room because he has some size.
Yep.
That's what we need.
We need
Two of
that.
those
We need
guys.
an enforcer. We need an enforcer and a
And the
co-signer.
scrappy guy, yep. Enforcing the scrappy player. Yep. Well, so I think we got a scrappy one in Junior. Nance Jr. Scrappy. So we got a little scrappy. We got some scrappiness in Nance Jr. But we need that, like you said, we need that enforcer. So maybe we can get an enforcer. We just signed somebody to the practice squad. To the G, 2-way.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I don't know about him. I haven't had a chance to check out his intangibles. Is he an enforcer or? But we don't have nobody over 250.
We just want you to be scrappy and have heart. You got those two, no matter how big you is. If you got scrap, you got a little scrap in, you got some heart.
Oh yeah, it does. Come on, man. There's a difference between you coming banging on a 300-pounder that's physical, or 270 that's physical, and you scrappy at 240, but that ain't putting a dent on that guy that's 300.
When I say scrappy, I ain't talking about you looking good in the mirror. I'm talking about there's a rebound. You know how guys can sit there. You scrappy, you going to get the rebound.
Yeah, you're gonna get the rebound. Yeah,
you fight every ball. Yeah. It don't matter about the size. I'm talking about you gonna enforce the game by your energy, by what you do.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
You need a scrappy.
Look, you know that's gonna turn into
muscle. Somebody scrappy and physical. Let's put it that way.
Everybody else is gonna follow his lead. If they see him being physical, scrapping, it don't matter how big he is. If they see him do it, they gonna be like, man, this little dude or big dude or whatever. They're like, man, I like the way you play, man. We got to get physical too. They just have one person that just play physical. I'm telling you, no matter what.
But we don't have we as big as we get is like 250. So that ain't gonna cut it when you're going against a team that's got 280, 270, and 300-pounder. That ain't gonna cut it.
The 200 and 300-pounder dudes ain't gonna fight for the ball. They will.
Yeah, they will.
They gonna just try to outmuscle you. They ain't gonna fight for the ball.
Over that little guy. That's so we ain't got that period. I mean, you got Allen, Mobley.
We just need somebody that's
maybe
scrappy.
Nance. Like I said, maybe Nance. We might see that out of Nance.
Maybe
and Brian.
We ain't got nobody right now that do that. We don't.
I mean, you need somebody. At least there's guys out there that are scrappy and 270. That's a decent. But 250 scrappy, like how much is Green?
I don't know.
How much he's over 250.
It just, man, you gotta have heart, man. That heart gonna over exceed all that stuff. Have heart and be scrappy. I'm telling you, man. Them dudes, they might be big, but they might be soft in that middle.
You can have heart all you want over Shaquille, but that ain't gonna work.
Shaquille, he ain't even playing. We talking about
that. I'm saying over Shaquille, that ain't gonna work. That's like them guys in New York. Those two new guys they added, they're like 270, and they beat us up. That wasn't gonna work.
We ain't got nobody that.
No, we don't. I mean, we ain't got nobody. We ain't got nobody that's scrappy at 250.
We ain't got nobody scrappy. Period. You could be 200 and be scrappy. It's gonna make them think differently.
That's what I'm saying. Nance Jr., Larry Nance Jr. is scrappy.
Yeah,
he's under 250.
The key is you ain't got nobody that has the heart to be scrappy. That's the key. That's the reason why we are what we are. If you just got one person, I don't care if they can't even shoot. They can't even shoot good. If they can do all the dirty work, you good. I'm telling you. They know their role. Rebound, give whoever the ball, box out, do it against. Hey, fight for that rebound. Do what you're supposed to.
Now we did have Delva kind of prove your point there at one point in time. Delva weren't that big, but he wasn't small for a guard. He had good size for a big guard, and he was scrappy. Yeah. People didn't like playing Delva.
They didn't because he was scrappy, just like Varejao was scrappy.
We had Varejao and Delva at that time.
Those guys are scrappy. Dwayne Jones, he was scrappy.
Oh yeah, Jones was scrappy. Yeah.
And he was actually a little. I ain't gonna say little, but he wasn't that big.
No, he wasn't that big. Delva.
He was for stuff though.
Varejao was at least 250, nearly 260.
But you had Jones out there way lesser than those guys. It was out there enforcing.
Yeah.
So it's just about putting that staple out there, man. At the end of the day, let's move on, man. Buckeyes, man, they put a beat down.
Man. It took us a whole half to do it though.
I told y'all the win would be close, man.
It was close for the first half. Now, you got to admit they pulled away in the second half. But remember, Penn State did not. That wasn't Drew Owlers. That was a backup. That was some backup. So we didn't play against Drew Owlers.
Oh well, they lost.
Yeah, they still lost.
They still would have lost.
I mean, they had problems with that backup in the first half. So you might have, and then of course Franklin was gone, so you had a backup coach. So this one for Penn State at the beginning of the year, but you still got to look at it and say they got to play better in that first half against Michigan. You can't play like that against Michigan.
Nah, but they cleaned it up though.
They cleaned it up.
Yeah, they cleaned up. They cleaned up big time.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to the prediction then. Buckeyes versus Purdue. What you got?
Knock down 20 points easy.
20 points?
Yeah, 20 point win easy.
20-point win.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you say this was going to be a trap game?
Purdue not trap.
Well, I got Ohio State minimum. Yeah, I'll go with 20 I'll go 20 with it. I'll go 20 points with it, minimum. And the only reason I say 20 points, because Ohio State is loaded, man. They got like one of the best defenses. They got one of the best offenses. They ranked number one. We're gonna see them. Purdue, it's just a practice game right now for us, getting ready for the big show. So when we go face Michigan, the team up north, we be ready for them. And I understand that we lost a few games to Michigan. Okay, that's cool, but we won a lot too. So that's what it's all about.
Years ago, that Purdue game would have been a trap game, but now, no, with NIL, Purdue can't compete.
Man,
Purdue can't compete.
I got 20 points though myself. 20 points at minimum. Could be more.
Yeah, 20 points to more.
Could be more. But
it probably more. I mean, we end up getting Penn State by almost 30. So, yeah, no, Purdue, they ain't got nothing coming. States in a row. I mean, Sagan, Tate, and Smith are really connected. And as we can see, Peoples and Donaldson started getting their thing, and then Bo Jackson. So we've seen a lot of balance. And Styles, man, that defense is really nasty.
Hey, you got Patricia back there.
Yep. So I don't see any issue coming up to Michigan. And since Michigan don't really have a quarterback, I don't see Michigan giving us no problems this year either.
Nah.
Well, I don't really see any issues until the playoffs.
Playoffs? This is why you say playoffs. But nah, yeah, I think we'll storm in the playoffs. I don't know who could beat us, bro. That could give us a real challenge. I seen a couple teams that looked like they was gonna give us a challenge and they end up losing. I'm like, man. So I don't know, man. But you know what? It's 0-0 in the playoffs, so anything can happen.
Well, in the playoffs, we're gonna run into Georgia, Texas, or Texas A&M. I think the one we don't really want to run into is Texas A&M, because Georgia don't seem to be as strong as they were when they got, and Texas, they're playing much better. Manny's got much more confidence, but Texas A&M, they really balling.
Manning ain't gonna beat us, so we ain't really worried about him.
No, but that Texas A&M team, they're more formidable than anybody at this point in time, other than
Miami lost all these studs.
Well, Carson Beck, he just had a boneheaded play last week. He had an open man and he threw it to the other man.
Yeah,
but that's why he ain't in the he didn't go in the draft because he had some stuff to work on. But looks like Sayin is up for Heisman, and by the time this was his second year, so next year he might be the top one coming out in the draft.
Yeah. All right. But look, man, this is what I want to talk about. Browns did not lose this week. So if you put your money on the Browns, you might have saved your money. You might have won some if you tricked somebody. But the Browns had a bye week. They come in this week going against the Jets. We're gonna talk about the Jets in a minute. Let's talk about the big news. Tim Rees takes over duties as OC for the Browns. What are your thoughts?
Wasn't he supposed to have been OC all along?
Yeah, he was supposed to be.
So now we're gonna let him do the same. We saw the same thing last year with Dorsey.
Exactly. We've seen this already.
So we already seen this picture. We already did this dance. We already danced this song. So it's like, what's gonna be different? So now, so does this take the heat off of Stefanski? So in the year, well, we fire D's instead.
You already know what's about to happen. I said Tom Rees, but yeah, You seen this last time. We seen that Stefanski is not stupid, right? He's not a stupid guy. So he knows when it's time to eject, right? He knows when it's time to get out the airplane. And guess what? He gonna leave the other guy back there to fly the plane, right? Get the
Yeah.
two passenger airplane, warplane. He's ejected out of there. You take over, man. Well, I'll see you later. He don't want to get fired. He don't want to get fired, man.
Wait a minute, man. Where's my parachute?
Exactly. You don't have a parachute back there.
You don't have a parachute.
Gone. Fancy got a parachute. He's gone.
You go. Plane crash. Horrible.
We seen this last year.
Yeah.
And guess what? Though too many times a coach keep giving his authority back to the original OC. You know, too many coaches don't. They just stay head coach, right?
Yep.
So this could actually hurt Stefanski this time more so than last time. Because if the guy back there, Tom look good, then guess what? Stefanski gonna look horrible because they were like, man, it was you.
No, Stefanski's gonna look good because he made the choice.
He's not gonna look good.
It's a win-win for Stefanski.
They're gonna be like, it was you this whole time. It was your offense. That's why we couldn't score.
You hear what they said? You hear what they said? They said, okay, so now rather than the quarterback change, we're gonna see what Dilly can do under Reese, and because we can see Stefanski couldn't do anything. So let's see if Reese can do anything with Dylan Gabriel. We already see Dylan Gabriel can't do it. It's time for Shador, but they don't want to put Shador in.
They find another excuse to
not another excuse not to put Shador in. I mean, so what is it? Is it that they really want to see Dylan Gabriel because they already know what Shador can do? I think it's pretty much we know what Shador can do because we saw it in preseason, and we still haven't seen what Dylan can do.
They don't want to say that they wrong. That's what it is. They don't want to say, "Oh, we muffed up," and you know, we sorry for picking him at number 3 or the third round pick. We sorry, but for him to be the third round pick. They don't want to be like Arizona and say, "Well, look, Rosen got to go. Here go Kyler Murray." They don't want to do that. You see, Arizona, they did it real quick. 1 year.
Yeah, they did real quick. Yeah.
They knew they messed up. They didn't say, "Oh man, I don't want to feel like the lesser guy."
Well, that's why they have a winning franchise and they went to the Super Bowl. I mean, they're not the most losingest franchise in the NFL, and they're not the losing franchise in the NFL in the last 30 years. So, of course, they're not going to make that choice.
Yeah. And then the first things first, you hire Stefanski to be a head coach. He was never a head coach to begin with.
No.
Offensive coordinator.
The coordinator.
So I would hire a first-time head coach. I just felt like that was
because this is what we do in Cleveland. We give these first-time head coaches a chance.
I wouldn't do that.
And for the first time, we let him. We really gave him a chance, but he didn't even deserve that. So we like, okay, well, we're going to give him a chance. But you gave the wrong person a chance. If anybody should have had a chance, it should have been Mike Pett.
No, it should have been from the Saints, the defensive coordinator.
We already know Williams. But you said the NFL wouldn't let him. So I'm just saying out of somebody other than Williams, so let's put it out here. The real coach in the last was Williams. But they didn't want to let Williams because they blackballed Williams because of the
Brownie,
the gate, the bounty gate, yeah. And so he's been blackballed. He can't coach, but because he's real coach behind the bounty gate and not the coach over in Denver right now. So he's been blackballed. He can't go and coach. He can't be a head coach, but he can be an assistant. But next to that was Patton. And so Patton won 7 games, which nobody had done in years. And the next year season he didn't do well. With that chaos of having the owner's quarterback, Johnny football coach, play. And so then Patton gets fired and he should have stayed around because then Johnny Football wasn't even around the next year. So Patton should have been around, and then give Patton a chance.
That was the owner's fault. Wanted to sell jersey.
Yep. And then we get Stefanski. His first year is okay. He gets coach of the year, and then the second year does nothing, and then the third year does nothing, and he should have been gone. But because you got coach of the year, bails you out
Twice. He got coach of the year twice.
But he got coach of the year in his fourth year after having going 3 years and one winning season after 3 years. How do you go coach of the year and then have a losing season? Then another losing season. And so then he finally goes 500, but he gets coach of the year, and then next season he has a losing season again.
That's because he really wasn't the coach. It was the coaches around him that made him
right.
better.
We know that because the year he had after he had coach of the year, he gets rid of his whole coaching staff, including his line coach, and then he looks like booty.
Cheeks. That just shows you right there what he's all about.
So he got a pass. He got a pass for that. And then the next year, he's bad again. And he's still around at the half mark. So we figured the problem is offensive coordinator. But we really know the problem. Everybody's still here from the beginning of all this mess with the Haslams is DePodesta. Why isn't the DePodesta gone? Why doesn't anybody talk about DePodesta?
They scared
He's
of
like
him.
he's like sitting in the back room pulling the strings on a puppet, and everybody's saying, "Oh, it's the puppets that's the problem, but not the puppeteer, but the puppet master. He ain't the problem."
Well, you got to look at it like this, man. Stefanski was with Minnesota like 10 years, probably.
Yep.
All right. So they know if he was a good coach, they would have hired him in.
They
right?
would have hired him. They didn't. Nope. They didn't want him.
They knew that he was just an OC. That's it. That's all he is. And
Let him go to Cleveland and learn how to be a coach. It didn't happen.
And you got to look at it too. His plays are so old school, man. He got to get with the new wave of the offenses now.
Well, where are all these innovative plays? And everybody say, "Oh, we like Stefanski. He's a good offensive coordinator, and we believe in time he's going to be a good coach." Where we ain't seen it yet.
We still waiting.
We're still waiting. And then all the other NFL analysts around the country say he should be gone. And because, like, who does this? Who keeps the coach around that's 2-6?
So do you think that Joe Flacco's performance yesterday made Stefanski think about changing because it makes him look stupid?
No, I don't think so, because Flacco weren't sent to Cincinnati to win, and he ain't going to win in Cincinnati. He was only there to sell.
We talking about his 470 yards.
Like, well, you got Chase and Higgins. The thing is, the offense is not a problem for.
The thing is, they saying that it was Stefanski telling him stop throwing the ball deep. That's what they trying to say. They trying to say
he didn't have anybody to throw to here in Cleveland, so there was no way he was going to throw for 400 yards here. No,
it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. They want to see him throw the ball just like they want to see Gabriel throw the ball deep. They don't care if you got two monkeys or two zebras running down.
They're not going to see it because these guys can't get deep.
They don't care.
The line is getting better and healing up. Maybe by the end of the year you might see it, but you're not going to see Dylan Gabriel go deep.
They trying to figure, is it the quarterback or is it the receivers? That's what they're trying to figure out.
We already know what it is. It's the receivers.
I'm just saying.
Your number one receiver drops passes.
It's both, though. It's both of them. It's both.
Yeah, but they let it can't be. It's not. It's really your receivers, one, and then it's your coach, two.
I'm just saying, and your quarterback stink too. Let's be realistically.
Well,
You
and
knew
your starting quarterback stinks, but Flacco didn't stink. But he wouldn't
I
let Flacco throw the ball because he didn't want Flacco to get injured.
like now stinks.
He let Flacco throw it the year before. So it's not that he wouldn't let Flacco. He didn't want Flacco to throw the ball.
You
He didn't
know
want
why?
Flacco to get hurt.
Why he let Flacco throw it before? Because he had a winning record. That's why.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why he let
When
him
you
throw
have a
it.
winning record when Flacco showed up,
You said what?
when Flacco showed up, he didn't have no winning record.
Yes, he did. It was 5-1. Remember, with Deshaun Watson.
Oh yeah.
Hey, don't try to tell lies now.
That's right. Oh, that's right. Because the fans were complaining about being 5-1 and not scoring no points when Flacco came. So then when Flacco came, we were scoring points and having some excitement. Yeah, that's what.
We were 5-1,
Yeah,
and
we were
then
5-1. Yeah.
on, and he was 5-2 or something like that. It was I forgot what his record was. 5
No,
and 3.
it was he was 5-1 when he went out. He was 5-1 when he went out injured.
Yeah, I'm talking about Flacco. Flacco was like, I think he got 5. No, he got 6 wins.
Yeah, he got 6 wins. We won 11 games.
Yeah, so he was 11 and 6 or something like that.
Yeah, we won
Yeah.
11-6.
Yep. So that just show you right there. And like I said before, that's the
And
reason.
he had Amari Cooper.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's what they looking. They looking at the receivers and they looking at the quarterback.
All
And then
right,
they looking
let's look at the receivers. You had Amari Cooper.
and
You had and you had Chubb in the backfield, healthy with Hunt and Johnson. No, Hunt. I think Johnson was gone.
Johnson gone.
Yeah, but you had Chubb and Hunt. You had
Yep.
weapons. You had weapons then. He ain't had no weapons this year. You weren't going to throw them. You weren't going to be successful. And you had the offensive line coach.
He had a lot of stuff, but look, this
You
is
ain't
they
have-
looking at. They trying to see if Stefanski plays were trash, is the receivers trash, and is the quarterback trash. So if it's all three, then we know what it is.
But so who gets rid of all your veteran coach quarterbacks and has an all rookie, or who keeps one veteran quarterback and your quarterback room is all rookies?
That's the
Nobody
GM.
does that for the Browns. We did that before.
That's the GM and the coach bumping heads.
We did that with what's his name from Notre Dame, and then we had that quarterback room was so horrible. You had a backup quarterback who only spent had a little bit of time in his second year, and then you had Kessler as another backup who was in his second year. You had 2 second-year quarterbacks and a rookie in your quarterback room, and no wonder you didn't win. That's the season we went undefeated. Yeah,
Undefeated.
I mean unwin. We didn't get any win.
Man, we ain't never been undefeated.
We went unwinnable.
Yeah.
With Jackson.
Winless. We was winless.
We went winless with Hugh Jackson on that team. So now we come back in this one we're supposed to be serious, and we get rid of 2 veterans, and all you got is two rookies and a backup quarterback who's small as your starting quarterback. Who does that? And I forgot also we started the year out with 3 veterans. Three veterans who had winning records. to have a quarterback room of just rookies. And supposedly a 3rd round draft pick you're excited about, and a 5th round draft pick who nobody wants to give credit for because he for being a first round draft pick and probably the second or third quarterback, tie for second best quarterback in this draft. Because he slipped to the fifth, they want to say, well, he's a fifth round pick. And he doesn't deserve reps.
We know the truth behind that. Come on, man. We know the truth.
So I mean, so we already said this was just a clown act.
All right. Let me talk about something else because I'm tired of talking about that. What are your thoughts about the trade deadline?
Right now, it doesn't look like they're gonna do anything.
Y'all heard it. I heard that there'll be buyers more than sellers.
Well, then it look like who's gonna give us anything?
I mean, only person you could get something for is Njoku, but I wouldn't even trade him.
I mean, where are you gonna get pieces from? You got Tennessee, the Saints, the Giants.
You get something for Green Bay.
What are you gonna get from Green Bay?
They got receivers out there, don't they?
Why would they want to give up their receivers?
We got about 60 of them.
For Njoku?
Well, I mean,
Why
it's better.
Njoku? Why would they need Njoku? A shaky hand tight end.
You got to remember, they tight end just got injured yesterday. He out for the season.
Oh, that's right. Kraft is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So, I mean, I probably wouldn't pull the trigger for that, but at least give me a receiver if I'm going to try to make that move.
And I mean, you can't catch in Cleveland cold. How you gonna catch in the tundra for Wisconsin?
Hey, I mean, that ain't no problem.
Unless they figure Njoku just needs a change of pace.
I mean, a lot of people like Njoku though.
I mean, if Njoku will catch the ball, but look at your team, misfits. Your number one receiver don't catch the ball. Your number one tight end don't catch the ball.
I realize this, Bruce, man. At the end of the day, it boils down to coaching, man. It boils down to culture and coaching.
Judy ain't caught the ball no matter where he went. So
I'm talking about Njoku. I'm talking about Njoku.
Oh, Njoku.
Yeah, I think it's
possibly
culture and a change of scenery and stuff.
Now remember, Njoku played at Miami, so he balled in warm weather. So maybe he needs to go to a team in warm weather that's potentially San Diego.
He's not all that bad for real. He just dropped a couple passes that he should be catching, but he ain't worse than Judy.
No, he ain't worse than Judy. But when we talking about, we're talking about Kittles, Fryer move. What's his name? What's his name in with the Bills? Even though the Bills say they need a better tight end.
They got two tight ends. They got Kincaid and Knox.
Kincaid's not bad. Kincaid is coming around. Knox has been pretty steady. What's Laporta in Detroit?
Yeah, Laporta's a dog.
Well, what's his name? What's his name in Hawkinson. Then you got also Bowers. Come on, man.
Oh, Bowers is a killer.
Did you see that catch Bowers made?
The one-handed joint?
Yes. Now we've seen Njoku do that, but we should see it almost all the time. Njoku will make that one-hand catch in the back end zone like that, and then all of a sudden it's an easy one. Two-hand right in his bread basket, and he drops it.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
But that's what Mr. Players do, man.
Hey, shout out to my fam in Chicago, man. I seen how y'all handle y'all business yesterday.
Yeah, they did, man. They did.
Hey, that was I bet y'all probably lost y'all mind and y'all soul when when y'all seen Flacco scored and it was 42-41.
But they got a quarterback. They got a quarterback that can make plays.
Back in there, and the Bengals out like they couldn't tackle.
You got a quarterback that can make plays, and then you got some young receivers. They got what's his name from Washington. They got another one, Moody. Those guys were catching the ball last year, and they had no line.
Yeah, they got a couple good receivers,
and they got a running back. They got a good young team with the quarterback who's overrated, but he can make plays.
I agree with that.
You know, I mean, and that's the problem. You gotta have a quarterback that can make the throw and make plays. He ain't gotta be great. You don't need a Manning and a runner in one. You just need somebody who can make the throw most of the time. And then if it's nobody open, he can make plays with his feet. We ain't talking about you need a Mahomes.
Hey, man.
You do need an album.
All right, let's get to it, man.
Lamar.
Let's get to what we got to talk about. Browns versus Jets.
Okay.
I know some of y'all at home laughing right now. Y'all like this, but it's the Browns versus Jets prediction. And you want me to go first, or you want to go first?
It's in Cleveland.
Man, do it matter where it's at?
No, I'm just saying, isn't it in Cleveland?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Because a lot of people are like, oh, it's a home game. Yeah. You go first. What's your prediction?
All right, I want to make sure I'll mark this down when I say my prediction because I wanted to be remembered. I wanted to be, I don't want nobody to forget this. So I got the Browns. It's gonna be bad weather, probably most likely, right? It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be bad weather. It might be raining, I believe. You're gonna get a heavy dose of Junkins because I believe the new. Oh, Adam, don't do that, man. This dude gonna say the Jets. Don't do that, man. That's disrespectful. So I'm gonna go with the Browns because I think Reeves is gonna do something different with this team. I think he's gonna run. I think he's gonna stick to the code by running more so than trying to pass. So it's gonna be an early game. It's gonna be the butt bowl. It's gonna be muddy. So I'm gonna go with the Browns finally gonna eclipse over 20 points. So I'm gonna give them 24-20. 24-20.
I'm feeling you because right now the Browns protect home. And the weather is going to be bad. It's going to be conducive to us running. The Jets, even though their defense has been playing horrible this year, they still were number 3 last year overall. And they're starting to gel. But I'm going to go with you on this fact that it is a new coordinator. They probably will run the ball more. Only problem is, will Junkins be enough coming off this injury? And do we get another running back? We just got rid of a back. I don't like Ford, but sometimes Ford plays a good game. And so who is our next back besides Ford that we can count on? I don't know. Who was
Samson.
I mean, really, who is our third string back?
Samson.
Who?
Samson.
Johnson.
Samson.
Oh, little bitty Samson. If they put him, if they're gonna use him right and throw some passes to him, rather than running,
you gotta know how to use him.
There's an opportunity. I mean, Tennessee used him, but I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with the Browns because it looked like it's a Browns win. They win 3. They win this one, and they probably won't win a lot too much after that until.
I remember when Justin Fields got sacked like 5 times by Miles. So
yeah,
I'm gonna go with the Browns just off the simple fact our defense gonna have another nasty game.
I think so with the weather bad, and it is gonna be rainy and cold because it's supposed to be rain Saturday, Sunday. win it. So I'm gonna say the weather's gonna be conducive for the Browns. Yeah,
But
I'm
they
gonna
do
go.
have the ball, even though he haven't done nothing. But it seems like running backs start to do something to us all the time now. They run a
Hall. They do have Hall. They got Garrett, and what's the name? Will run.
Garrett was injured.
Huh?
Garrett
Garrett's injured now.
I think he might be back, but he was injured though.
Well, the Browns got the nastiest defense in the NFL. So, and they play even more nasty at home. So I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna take the Browns. I think it's gonna be a slugfest, nasty game that the Browns win. I'm gonna say 27-20.
Okay. 27-20. 27-20.
27-19.
Huh?
You say 27. You know, wait. I'm feeling that means the defense has got to score. Let me see. Where do I feel? 27-19.
27-19.
Yeah. I believe it'll be their second highest scoring game, too. 27-19.
24-20. We're gonna see how this pan out. But we're gonna see,
You're
man.
taking it real close. But after that, I'm not going with the Browns. Because I think they're gonna go after they win the 3, they're gonna go into a little shell until they play. If they win this will help Dylan to stay around. And we need to see Shador.
Only way you're gonna get this win is running the ball. Because outside of you throwing the ball, it's gonna be a long game.
They gotta run it because the weather's gonna be windy. It's gonna be a little chilly with that cold rain down there on the lake. They gotta run it. Unless we we got Tillman coming back. So that gives us a bigger receiver. Unless we get something in this free agent. I mean this trade deadline. Get somebody who can catch and got some size because everybody already say we got the small. I don't care if we got small receivers. If they catch the ball and they run their routes and they're running the right routes, we can steal ball. Little guys can play. You don't need all big receivers.
Nah, you don't.
You just need guys who can catch and run their routes properly. But Dylan Gabriel ain't been throwing the ball. He's scared to throw. So here's my thought. So are we going to continue to run this West Coast short, quick passing game, or are we going to throw it down the field? Because this don't seem to be the type of game we're going to throw down the field on.
I don't know, Bruce. But only thing we could say is that Reese is in his 20s. So he's gonna come with that new school offense. And Nick Saban said he likes him. So I believe that we gonna see something different probably this week.
Is he out of the Saban camp?
Yeah. When he was in Alabama with Saban.
That's right.
Yeah. But so was Isaiah Bond. And then Bond transferred to Texas. And then Reese was with the Browns. So there it is. But we got Bond. So Bond and Reese, they might have a connection there.
They might. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't think Bond might be playing. They say he didn't practice today.
Well, or either they're holding him out.
Yep. You ain't hear this from me, though, but I heard somebody from the defensive line might be getting traded. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't saying no names, but I did hear, through the pipeline.
A starter?
No, not a starter.
Backup.
Right. That this guy, he's popular. We all know him, and he so-called tweeted it out and deleted it. So we'll see if this guy. You figure it out for yourself later on, y'all. If y'all don't put it together, y'all know who it is. Maybe he won't get traded, but maybe that's why he deleted.
Maybe one.
we'll get to that later on, man. We'll see.
And
All
we'll
right.
see.
All right, y'all. Well, y'all have a good weekend. We gonna see y'all next Monday. Browns victory. Jets.
Victory Monday.
I just don't think the Jets have enough, man. To me, I feel like they just. I see why they only got one win. I didn't think it could be a team worse than the Browns until the Jets. Jets got talent and they worse than the Browns. That's why I say they worse than the Browns. They actually got Garrett Wilson. They got a quarterback, Justin Fields, that could be better than what he is. Then they got a good defense. Then they got a good run. I mean, they got pieces there. They just, I don't know what's going on with it, man. That's why I say they're horrible to the Browns.
It's a mental thing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, checked out.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm Javon, based the legacy.
Bruce Beats from Ballard.
We gonna check y'all out next Monday, man. Like I said, get that victory. Go Browns, man.
Go Cavs.
Go Cavs. And
State.
that World Series was off the chain, man. That last
Oh
game.
man, I think I told people the Dodgers gonna win it, man.
Hey, once it got to a game 7,
It was all right.
Yeah,
But that was a heck of a game 7, though, man.
It was probably one of the best game 7s in baseball history.
I mean, and they shut Shohei down the last 2 games.
Yeah,
but the Dodgers still won without him.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. See y'all next Monday.
Peace.